So I'm like, no, come on out to the grounds crew or whatever. And Guardy comes out to the mound. He's like, looks at the umpire and he's like, hey, what, you guys got to fix this mound. He goes, I can't see my midget reliever out here. One summer, I went and stayed the summer with my grandma. I went up a singles hitter and I came home a home run hitter. We tied the NCAA Division I record for wins in a row at 34 wins in a row. Which my claim to fame is that Pujols was in the same draft and he didn't go to the 13th round. They're up in the stands on the second level, screaming down at me in the bullpen, right? They ended up getting arrested. Guardy was a great coach. I mean, I've had the best. I probably had the 3 or 4r best coaches.
Such legends, man. Such legends.
Ron Gardner, Tony La Russa, Joe Torre. Yeah, people don't realize how many sacrifices you actually make. Not having, every year you're missing all the vacations because you're playing in tournaments.
Hey, everyone, and welcome back to the Spotlight on Good People, where we shine a light on the humans who are making the world more connected, compassionate, and kind. Today, I'm sitting with a man who embodies what it means to chase a dream and then find a way back to give to the community that shaped him. Carmen Cali didn't just make history when he became the first Naples High School graduate to reach Major League Baseball. He carved a path that showed every kid in Southwest Florida that dreams born on local diamonds can reach the biggest stages in sports. From those humid summer days at Juan Romero Baseball Camp as a young boy to stepping onto the mound at Busch Stadium wearing a St. Louis Cardinals uniform. Carmen's journey is one of determination, resilience, and an unshakable connection to home. But what makes Carmen truly special isn't just what he accomplished in baseball. It's how he's chosen to honor that journey by staying rooted in the community that believed in him first. This is a story about making it big and choosing to make it meaningful. So, Carmen, welcome. Thanks for coming over.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Your Paisan colleague, coworker,
Yes.
and boss said you had to come here and be a part of this. He couldn't wait to get you over here to have a chat with us. So. And where it all began with mom and dad was up in Cleveland. You were born in Cleveland.
Yes. In Streetsboro. And then my parents are from Euclid, Ohio, which is just outside of Cleveland. But still a Browns fan, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, this could be the year, though, right?
Yeah, right. Every year could be the year. I think we've had 120 quarterbacks in the past 10 years. We're still in the search.
Hey, they gave the Eagles a rough time in preseason.
Yeah,
they made the Eagles
we're always good in preseason. It's that damn season that'll get you.
Well, are you happy about the fact that they kept Shador?
Yeah, I think he'll be all right if he, keeps his head on straight. He'll be good. He's got it. He's just. Once they give him the opportunity, I think he'll take advantage of it. He wants to be there, so you could see the difference between him and a Johnny Manziel, where he didn't really care, and Shador cares.
Yeah. What about the other guy, Gabriel?
Daniels. Is it Daniel Gabriel or Gabriel Daniels?
The Oregon guy. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I think he's good. I like him too. But I think Shador will end up taking him over.
Yeah, that'll be exciting. It's fun to watch. I mean, people were going crazy about that.
They'll give Daniels the first opportunity, or Gabriel. I think it's one of the others.
Yeah.
But they'll give him the first chance, and then they'll give it to Shador, is what I see.
Yeah. Well, you've been through some tough years with that team.
Crazy. Tough to watch sometimes.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they'll beat the Ravens. It's like, what?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Ohio State too? Is that your Ohio State guy?
I'm more of a FAU guy now that I went there and they have a football team, but I do like Ohio State. I'm a sports guy. I like all the teams that are, I like all the Florida schools now that they're relevant again.
Yeah, how about that? One weekend.
Florida State looked good, man.
Yeah. Miami had a game.
Yeah, Miami looked good.
Back in the day when
I'm not a fan of their quarterback, though. The kid from Georgia.
Oh, yeah. And
I don't think he's that great, but he beat Notre Dame. So
yeah. How long has FAU had a team? Did they have a team when you were
yeah,
there?
they were starting it while we were there, while
Okay.
I was there. Like they just built the practice field and all that stuff
Yeah.
while I was there.
Yeah.
I think their first season might have been my last year, if not the year after I left.
Did Schnellenberger coach there?
Yeah. He started it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That was a big deal.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, he was in the cafeteria, standing up, talking to everybody during,
Yeah.
trying to hype it all up.
Yeah.
But he got it going.
He did. Yeah.
Now they got a nice stadium. It's fun. When we go back for alumni every year, we always go to the game. It's fun.
So Cleveland to Naples, who started this journey?
So my grandpa on my dad's side, my grandfather Joe Cali, him and my dad came down here and started doing construction, and I want to say 82, somewhere early 80s. And they started building out in Golden Gate. And
You were 4?
I was
time.
Yeah, well, I think we came down in 80, maybe, because I was 2.
Okay.
And I was born in 78, so we've been down here since 80. So they've been building down here in Golden Gate since 80, and they had a big drywall company up in Ohio, and I don't know what happened with the union or whatever, but
yeah,
they decided to come down here and start building down here. Obviously, more money to be made down here at the time. It was booming. And look at it now. It's crazy now.
Yeah. It's never stopped.
No,
Full bore.
Yeah.
So your grandfather came first. Was there anybody else here that they knew, or he just came here?
No, they vacationed here.
Okay.
And him and my grandmother liked it down here, so they brought the whole. I think my dad started coming a little without us at the beginning and make sure it was going to work out, and then we packed the U-Haul and came down.
Yeah,
I remember we had the dog. I don't remember much, but I remember the dog in the U-Haul with us.
Yeah,
and it was crazy.
Yeah, like a lot of that was almost like pioneer days.
Yeah, exactly.
Because there wasn't much here.
No, there was one. Like I said, there was one Publix.
Yeah,
at the end of Golden Gate Parkway, and that was it.
Yeah, I remember too. Like if you wanted to buy jeans, you had to go to Fort Myers.
Yeah,
there was not much here.
No,
and anything north of Pine Ridge Road was like another world.
Exactly.
So the Italian family, Salvatore is your middle name,
That's right.
It doesn't get any more Italian than that, right?
That's my mom's brother's name is Salvatore, and
okay,
he's a great man.
Still back there.
Yeah, still in Ohio. Yeah,
they didn't come down here. That side of the family.
Yeah, my mom's side all stayed.
Yeah,
my dad's side all came down.
So what was the neighborhood up there? Because you would go back. Was that an all Italian neighborhood that they were from up
there? There was a lot, but it wasn't like they didn't live in like Little Italy or anything.
Okay,
but they had their group.
Yeah. Because there were a lot of Italians from Cleveland in that area.
Yes.
Like Philly too. There was a lot migrated there, and
we had. I don't know if it was my dad's aunt or cousins or whatever, but they lived in Little Italy.
Okay.
So we got to see what it's like living in there. It's pretty wild. They're growing grapes and stuff in the backyard.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Oh, on a concrete street, they had the grapes. Tomatoes, grapes, basil.
Yeah.
So what were the traditions in your family, the Italian traditions?
Well, we always had, Sunday spaghetti with everybody coming over. And that probably didn't stop until, golly. I mean, every time we go back up north, it's still Sunday get-togethers. Yeah, they still do it a lot more than we do down here. Yeah, but
feast.
Big. It was always come over and they put on a show with the food they brought out.
Yeah,
and I wonder why I'm chunky.
It's inevitable, right?
That's right.
It's a show. That's a good way to put it, though. It is a show with the
Right.
food because it just keeps coming.
Yeah.
And
And
it's-
they love to see you eat. You know, when you're little, they're like, he loves it. He loves the meatballs. Look at him go.
Yeah. That's so true. They would light up like it was an expression of your love for them if you enjoyed their food. Yeah, that's so true.
One summer I went and stayed the summer with my grandma, and I probably put on 40 pounds. I went up a singles hitter and I came home a home run hitter.
Because it's all about food. Everything is around food. It's all about food. That's the whole thing. Anybody's over. I remember going to you'd be playing football outside and stop at a friend's house the minute you walked in. If it was Joe Salvucci, his mother was making you sit down and
Exactly.
a chicken parm sandwich
That's
or something.
right.
They're always cooking for you. Yeah. How about Christmas?
Christmas is great.
They do Christmas Eve or Christmas?
We have my up in Ohio. They always had a big Christmas Eve party, and they could get rowdy. My uncles were pretty rowdy back then. I remember my Uncle Sal with the beer box taped to his head and stuff like that. It looked like
wasn't Pabst Blue Ribbon.
No, I think it was Bud Light, if I remember right. But no, we had a big family, a lot of cousins, a lot of aunts, uncles, and they always had a big get together Christmas Eve. And my grandpa, he was the mayor back then, so he had
literally the mayor. He was
literally the mayor of Euclid, so he had people everywhere all the time. He was well known, well respected, great man.
Mayor Genta. That was the Genta family.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
Who stayed up there? He was the mayor. Okay.
Yeah.
Your mom's side of the family.
That's
was
right.
it a big deal when you guys moved down here? Your mom leaving the family? Was that? Big
I
for them?
think I would imagine for her. I was so young, I didn't really realize what we were doing, but my brother was probably 6 or 7 at the time, so he was really young too. So we kind of didn't really feel it, but I'm sure they did.
Yeah,
leaving everybody behind, coming down here. I'm sure it was a big transition for them.
Yeah, and so you got the older brother who's 5 or 6 years older.
Yeah, he's 4.5.
4.5 years older.
Yeah.
So did that play into like who you were as a little kid, like always competing with your little brother? Because always trying
absolutely.
to catch up to him.
Absolutely. Well, he made me better. Me trying to keep up with him probably pushed my limits, and him helping me along the way, showing me when he would make a mistake, I knew not to make that same mistake. So in a way, he just guided me, not even knowing he was guiding me. Me just watching him do what he did.
Yeah.
Made me better at probably everything. Just watching him struggle through and be the first one to do it.
Yeah.
And then me knowing, oh, hey, I need to do this to not have this happen.
Yeah.
So
you got a similar dynamic between your boys now.
Yes, exactly. They're so close though. It's a little different because at times they both think they're leading the way, They're like twins almost. Which we didn't plan it that way, but we're kind of happy it happened that way.
Yeah.
Just because they're so close. They're like best friends. So where me and my brother we had a little gap.
Yeah.
Where I still was chasing after him, but he was a little older and was, all right, Carm, I got to go hang out with the real friends now. I can't just sit here and play with you. So, but as we, once we got older and age didn't really matter at that point, once I was, in high school, we hung out all the time and we're still really close.
Yeah.
So,
what are some of your early memories of being in Naples back in the day when it was really small?
Man, I just remember the pier being so like like everything seemed so small back then.
Yeah.
And now everything is just blown up.
Yeah.
Like driving and there being nothing on the sides of the roads.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
It's just crazy now that there's not a vacant piece of property anywhere.
No.
you
No.
know?
And even if you don't go down a road for a couple of months,
Yeah.
and then you go down, you're like,
yeah,
that was a tomato field.
yeah,
Still, like
exactly.
orange blossom or whatever the
I
road
just
is.
remember it being like nobody was here, and then all of a sudden, 20 years later, it's like it tripled in population.
Yeah. And keeps continuing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I'm okay with as long as it stays the way it's been.
Yeah. It's still paradise.
Yeah. I mean, I've always wanted to raise my kids here just because of how well kept everything is. And, I just think it's a great community.
Yeah. I mean, even people come down and they're so blown away by our medians alone.
Yeah.
Just the landscaping on our medians
Exactly.
is like spectacular. The
Yeah.
amount of money that's put into that. It's beautiful. It's Pleasantville. For sure.
Yes, it is.
Anything you miss about those old times that Naples the way it was?
Well, I'm not, I'm not a big crowd guy. So, I enjoyed the slower Naples,
Yeah.
but at the same time, you don't want to be stuck in the 80s either. But I don't, I like the smallness of it. So I don't want it to be crazy like the other coast or, big city life is not for me.
Yeah.
So I like to keep it small and local.
How about fishing then and now?
We weren't nearly the fishermen we are now back then, but
Okay.
not saying we're great now. But we were definitely not great back then. My dad is a diehard fisherman. Okay. We call him the old man of the sea. So he started with the snook up at New Pass Bridge. And
Snook fishing.
that's a
talent.
It was big snook back then. I mean,
Fishing
like
the lights.
Yeah. No, he was fishing New Pass Bridge. He would literally
bridge.
Sometimes they would go down the long ladders and fish the catwalks that are going through that big channel there.
Really?
Like that are connected to the, or they would dock there on Bonita Beach Road.
Bonita Beach Road. Yeah.
So they would go, we went at times, but they would go up, get bait at like 4 a.m.
Shiners right off, or something?
Yep. On the sandbars, they would catch ladyfish and trout.
Oh, ladyfish. Yeah.
About foot long, 1.5 feet long.
Yeah.
And they had these cane poles with 220-pound iron cable, like iron steel cable, coated with weights. And they would have like 20 feet of it and drop this big
on
fish
a cane
down
pole,
on
catching
one cane pole. And they would lift the cane pole straight up in the air and bring the fish to the surface.
Wow.
And they were like 30-pound snook. I mean, these things were monsters. Wow. And they were in the pilings. They would pull them out of the pilings.
Jeez.
Yeah. I wonder if they're probably still there. But when we stopped doing it, I don't know when, but
that is one of the toughest. It was always a nemesis for my father.
Oh man,
it was fish to catch because they're smart.
Yeah,
they know. They weren't easy to catch.
But now we got a boat and we go offshore and we do all that. My dad just got his new technology. Thank God, my mom let him get it. So now he can catch fish offshore because before we would just go out there and sit there for a couple hours and catch nothing.
Go anywhere.
But now he's got this sonar, like I guess somebody plotted the ground in the ocean and he got the chip to that he can see the bottom of the ocean now, thank God. So we actually caught stuff our last time out.
So this weekend.
Yeah, this past weekend. He's like, if we don't catch anything, Mom's gonna kill me because I just spent $800 on this new thing.
It's gotta pay for itself.
Exactly.
Yeah, but you guys didn't just go a little bit offshore.
No, we went 75 miles, 80 miles.
That's a hike.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and our boat don't go that fast either, so we're doing 30 miles an hour. So it's a 2.5 hour trip there and 2.5 hour back. It's a day.
Yeah,
it's a lot of work taking the boat out like that.
Yeah, because you get back,
especially at his age. He's 70-some years old. He's worked construction his whole life, so He's put his time in. It's not an easy deal, but he's an animal, so he keeps it going.
Yeah, well, especially coming back in, you start hitting some swells.
Oh,
get banged around a little bit.
yeah. Well, if it's rough, we ain't going.
Yeah.
If it's supposed to kick up at all, we ain't going.
But you don't know. Like sometimes
unless we're on JR's boat. If we're on JR's boat, we just
forget about
do 55 miles an hour there
in
and back.
Right?
Doesn't matter how big it is.
I can't wait to see that boat. I can't wait to go out on that boat. I heard about it. So you also got to do some dodging on the way back in, no?
Storms. This time of year, yeah.
Which is always an interesting thing to do. I remember doing
He's
that.
He's been caught in some... I've never experienced what he has, but he said he's been pretty scared, like put life jackets on scared.
Yeah. Because it can come up in a minute and you can't outrun it.
Yeah, he couldn't see. It was coming down. The waves were rocking. The wind was howling, and it was just... Oh, no.
Yeah.
I guess keep going straight.
Yeah. And there wasn't the technology then either.
No, they're going off the compass.
Yeah.
You know, they had nothing.
Right.
They're heading at a 240 out and then opposite on the way back in and hope you hit the same spot.
Right. And usually, well, back in the day, my father had a single engine. It wasn't this double fourplex engine situation.
Yeah, we didn't get two engines till maybe 10 years ago. So he's
imagine how crazy that was going out all that way with one engine.
I know.
That's the Italian pioneer in them. That's
right.
So who was a big influence on you growing up? Who had you be who you are?
I would have to say my parents and my brother, and I had so many different guys help me out as far as baseball wise. George Hemlinger, my Little League coach.
At Gulf Coast
Little League. Yeah, the little Phillies. Our little Phillies.
Oh, you guys were the Phillies, huh?
Yeah. We were good. But I had so many good coaches, and I had Jimmy and JR helping me out. I had, so many baseball guys in this town that nobody really knew about. That helped us all us young kids. I mean, Jimmy was one of the assistant coaches when I was in high school at Naples High. But, I played with him and JR and saw the way they played the game and just learned so much watching my brother and all his buddies. And, Jimmy Pepper was a stud, was one of my brother's best friends. Just watching all those guys, the way they played the game you can't even explain how much impact it had on me. Just wanting to be as good as them, if not better. Rick Sagisi. I mean, all these guys in town that were...
Oh, Rick.
Yeah.
Rick's the guy whose father was hit by a...
him. In the batting cage.
No. His son.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no. I didn't realize that. I knew he got hit. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, for anybody who doesn't know. I mean, because he's a legend. Rick was a good ball player here, and his dad was very involved in throwing BP, right? That's what it was. Got hit in the head and killed him. Wow. Yeah, that was tough. Because were you around then? Were you playing with him?
I was young. I was a little younger than him, but
yeah,
that was a tough story to hear.
Yeah. Well, when was it for you that you knew like that? You really love, like, you just live for baseball, like it was something.
I would say I always loved it in Little League. Going all the way through. But my 16-year-old all-star team with Babe Ruth, when we were 16, we had a bunch of guys from Barron Collier, a bunch of guys from Naples, a couple guys from Lely, but we were all on the same all-star team.
Oh, that's cool.
And we were damn good.
That's cool.
I was like, you know what, we can go somewhere. And
I didn't know they put a team together like that with the high schools like
so
that. That's cool.
So they would take. It was Babe Ruth is what we all played back then. So there was a Babe Ruth all-star
big
team.
Field, yeah.
And we were good. We had Andy Johnson. We had Bobby Spano. And
Spano.
Yeah. We had Dan Maurer.
Oh, the Mowers.
We had, all these guys on this team, Tommy McAndrew, Dan Graham, Zach Dreyer. We were really good. And when you start beating teams out of your city, you start to realize, hey, we got, we're pretty damn good. So that's when I was like, you know what, I think I can go play college. And my brother was just getting into college at that time. So it was like, that's probably when I started thinking I was going to do something with baseball.
Mm-hmm. Were you always pitching?
Always pitching, but I hit too. I mean, I played first base most of the time. And when I wasn't pitching, I could do both at that age.
Yeah.
I hit my first year in college, but I needed to concentrate on throwing strikes.
Yeah.
So they wanted me to be down in the bullpen more often than hitting in the cage. So I stopped hitting after my freshman year of college.
Yeah. And you would, because around that time, Barron, I think, did they
Barron won the state championship?
Right?
Yeah. They were good. They had a squad.
Coach Smith?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So you had pitch. You were pitching against those guys.
Yeah, I was trying to beat them, and they ended up beating us 3-4-1 or something, and in our district, and then they went on to win the whole thing.
Yeah.
Which, happy for them. They were very good.
But that was cool because you got to play with those guys.
Yeah. In the summer, exactly.
That's great.
So I'm still friends with all of them too.
Yeah, they were legends. That was
seeing what Squeeze built over there at St. John Newman is amazing.
Him moving over, right? Yeah. They got ousted him over at Barron. That was such a raw deal.
Oh,
man.
my God.
That's crazy.
Talk about
over the lawn thing or something. It was ridiculous. He's making it feel better or something.
Exactly. It was the Calusa bushes they tried to get him on. I think it was something else.
Had to be.
Yeah,
You're
come on. Everybody
better.
in Naples has those bushes at their house.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a raw. Well, anyway, it's the gain of.
Yeah, exactly. Now look at Newman.
Yeah.
They're amazing.
That's cool. Yeah, he's got a good following.
Mm-hmm.
That family's been good to baseball.
Yes, they have.
So you knew, but you were all dual sport though. You were playing football too.
I was playing football, but I knew I was 5'8", 5'9". Yeah, I could run.
What position did you play in football?
I was a fullback,
right?
linebacker,
which is fits for that.
Yeah. But I knew I wasn't going anywhere in football. I enjoyed it until we started.
But you had some speed too, huh?
Yeah,
you were fast.
Yeah. I ran the ball my freshman and sophomore year, and then I said I'm just gonna play baseball. Yeah. And wouldn't you know that next summer I was playing two-hand touch with my buddies and tore my ACL.
Playing touch. Oh, I see the scar in you.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm like, oh my God. I went home. I'm like, you're never gonna believe it. Telling my parents. It was like, I want to say it was 2 weeks after I signed to go play at FAU. Oh. I'm like, I tore my knee. Oh. I'm like, oh my God. So it ended up being fine. I healed good and never had a problem since, but knock on wood.
But you had some rehab work to do.
Yeah. I was just like, are they going to take, I didn't know. Are they going to take my scholarship? What are they going to do?
Yeah.
I didn't, it was like, but the coach was like, nah, you'll be fine. You got a whole year to get back.
Okay.
I ended up coming back almost at the end of the baseball season. But that was I missed a lot of my senior year because of that. So.
That was senior year.
Yeah, it was going into my senior year.
Okay.
I didn't end up coming back until the very end of the season. I think I pitched in the districts against Barron.
Is that right?
Yeah. But that was wild.
Yeah, you see freshmen stuff because Naples was always known as a football school. I mean, they were just the school. They still are.
Well, when I was there, we were garbage.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
They had was Kramer there then?
No.
Wasn't Kramer?
No, it was
Hugh or what? Who was
it was Bob. Oh my gosh. I'll never forget because we went on this football camp to Space Coast on the other coast, and we had these 2-a-day, 3-a-day practices, and we were all living in this dorm. It was awful. Oh my God, was it awful? But his like thing was, we got to believe, we got to believe. And we, we were getting beat like 49-0 every weekend. I'm like, oh my God, we got to believe what? We had some funny characters on that team.
Yeah, I didn't know they had a spell like that because they just owned. I was a Barron grad.
Yeah, we had
us.
we had a stint of about, I would say, 5 to 10 years that we were bad. And then once I left, probably 3 or 4 years later, they turned it around, and then Kramer came in and just took off.
Yeah.
And then they were unstoppable, and they're still holding their own. I saw they beat Barron the other night.
Yeah,
pretty
handily.
bad.
Yeah. They beat him up good.
Yeah.
That's same old.
Mm-hmm.
Not much changes with that.
But Barron was beating us when I was in high school.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't stand out to me. It's too much because they just always seem like...
They had Clifton Robinson, remember him?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was a stud. Yeah. Well, Naples always had, how many guys they put in the NFL?
Yeah, I know.
Naples is just a lot.
Yeah.
So you're in 16 playing with that group. I could do something with this.
Yeah.
And it wasn't as easy to get noticed because you didn't have a highlight reel online all the time. So you had to get a scholarship. What was that process like?
So that was another good thing about having an older brother in the game. Him even mentioning, hey, my brother's throwing well. To his coach, or that's how I got to FAU. He went to FAU.
Okay.
And they were like, hey, your brother's throwing, and then next thing you know, they're coming to see me pitch. And they're like, wow, we want your brother too. And then I get to meet them, and it's like going on a recruiting trip, just going to watch my brother pitch,
Yeah.
And then I get to see how much fun he's having. And of course, I'm going to want to go and follow his footsteps. So that's how I ended up at FAU. But his journey to FAU was so tough for him. I mean, he was throwing bullpens to my dad in front of, junior college coaches.
Really?
Wearing my dad's shins out, and the guy's got no gear on.
Your dad's catching him?
Oh, man, yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, wild.
Your dad is a beast.
He is.
Oh, my gosh.
So he signs over there to these little, junior colleges. Then he goes to Broward, and then Coach Mack, who's at FAU, is calling my brother's condo or whatever he was living in at the time, looking for his roommate to talk to him. He's like, hey, why'd you recruit me? And so he's like, oh, I didn't know you wanted to go, I didn't know you were available. And he's like, yeah. So then my brother goes to FAU, and he leads the country in saves in D1.
Is that right?
And Braden Looper.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
Looper. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And then they had a really good team. My brother at FAU, they were really good. So I went and watched a bunch of their games every weekend, and made me want to go there.
Yeah.
I mean, I had offers to other schools, but when Miami's calling you, you're one of 120 guys that are going to be at their tryout, and
oh yeah,
good luck.
Yeah.
You have a bad day, you're screwed.
Literally. One bad day.
Yeah. Yeah. And I knew I was going to be taken care of by Coach Cooney and Coach Mack.
Mm-hmm. Now, how about your grades and things like that?
I never had a problem with grades. I was always B plus guy.
Yeah.
I wasn't a brainiac, but I wasn't hurting.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know how much I tried to be a brainiac, but I knew I could get by.
Now, did they also have a draft out of high school? Were you?
Yeah. You mean, could I have gotten drafted?
Yeah. So sometimes they'll draft.
Yeah.
Even knowing they're going to college, they'll still draft.
But with my knee injury and stuff like that,
right,
I knew I wasn't going to get drafted.
Okay.
I was probably high 80s, so I wasn't blowing anybody's doors off.
Yeah.
In high school. I threw probably 91, 92 in college when I got drafted.
But that's a lot different being a lefty throwing that, though, right?
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, now it's like you throw 90, you're throwing slow. You got to be throwing 95, 100 miles an hour to get drafted now.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's wild. Look at Johnny King. He's doing really well now. But he was throwing 96 miles an hour when he was in high school here at Naples.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's insane.
Yeah.
So you get to campus as a freshman. Now, do they redshirt in baseball, or do
They do. They do. Yeah, you can.
So what was your path like?
I went right in and I started probably 5 games my freshman year. I got to start against Florida State. A couple big games, but I was more bullpen, just a long relief bullpen guy.
Yeah.
And then my sophomore year, I started it every weekend. It was me, Todd Mosier, and Dan Jackson were our 3 guys. But we ended up going 54-9.
Wow.
Sophomore year.
Played that many games in college?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a lot of games in
we
going
won.
to school.
We tied the NCAA Division I record for wins in a row at 34 wins in a row.
No kidding. Wow, that had to be.
We tied Texas.
Really?
Yeah, it's still to this day we're tied. And the game we could have knocked them off, we lost 2-1 to Jacksonville University.
Oof.
We still, now all my college buddies, we're all still really close. All our teammates, we're all really close. We have a big text group, and we still talk crap to the guys that are, the one guy that pitched, the one guy that, supposedly could have caught a fly ball.
Yeah.
It's to this day, we're still giving each other crap. The guy that actually threw the game now lives in Naples because he came and lived with me after college. Dan Jackson, he's a fireman.
Oh, is that right?
Here in town.
Really? How cool is that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But he gets heckled about
that game
giving up because he gave up a triple to a freshman. So
he's never gonna live that down.
And he's like, well, if Roper would have caught the ball, we wouldn't even having it,
But that's a streak.
And it was a doubleheader. It was a 2-7 inning, and then I pitched the next game. We drummed them 7-1 because they knew what we were trying to do.
Yeah.
So they were trying to knock us off. So
yeah,
it was heated.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. It was heated, and they were talking crap. So after we lost the game, we were so mad. Our guys were hitting bombs the next game. I was like, oh man, this is great for me to be pitching. We ended up beating them like 8-0, 7-0 or something.
But to go through that with that group of guys, because much more. That's such a camaraderie building event.
It was so awesome.
Nobody's building their own stats.
Exactly.
You're just playing for the team. Just doing what it takes.
That's probably it is probably the best team I've ever played on as far as that goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the spirit of that group.
Like so eager to be out there every day.
Yeah.
And all cheering for each other, and it was no selfishness that year at all.
Yeah. For that many games
awesome.
too.
Yeah.
That's a lot of games.
We ended up losing to Miami in the regional because we always had to go to Miami's regional and play at their house. We ended up losing to them. They ended up going on winning the World Series that year.
Wow.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah.
You're going to lose that.
We lost, I think, 3-1. I think I threw that game too.
Oof.
We had a arid throw to first on a bunt, and we still give the guy that took 3 strikes on that. And then we had bases loaded late in the game. They bring in their closer, Michael New at the time, and he blows away our 3, 4, 5 hitters.
With bases loaded.
And we didn't bunt, and so
because you got those guys out.
So it's like to this day, still the guy that took 3 fastballs down the middle. Mixelli gets worn out. But we love each other. It's a great group of guys, and it's so fun. That's all we talk about still to this day.
Yeah, because you hear about sometimes like some guys, they want to enhance their own. I mean, if they lose, it's okay. But as long as I did okay, as long as I got my thing, okay, I got my stats. I'm okay.
Unfortunately, that's how a lot of it is in the minor leagues and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's not about the team.
No, it's not. I mean, as much as once, I can't say it's not all the time because we had some teams with the Cardinals and we ended up winning. Like my AA team, we won in AA, won the whole league, and we were close. You have that. We won it in High A with Chris Duncan and Yadier Molina and those guys.
Oh, is that right? Is that Jupiter? Where'd you play?
No, High A was in Peoria.
Peoria, okay.
It wasn't High A, it was regular A. High A was in Jupiter.
Okay.
But we were not good in High A. Same group of guys, but we were just not good. Yeah.
Okay.
We got our butts whipped. But in regular A in Peoria, Illinois, we won it all. At that time, it was High A was Potomac,
Virginia.
Potomac, Virginia. Mm-hmm. And then they went to High A of Jupiter.
Okay.
But I was actually in High A in Potomac, and then they sent me down because the guys in Peoria were doing so well.
Oh, okay.
And they sent me down, and we ended up winning the whole league. You know, they kind of load their teams up if they're doing well.
Yeah.
At the end
Really?
of the year.
They will do that. Okay.
Yeah. Like if I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Struggling a little bit or whatever, and I can help them out, they'll send guys like that back down.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
I thought they would just stick with their.
Yeah. So we had that going. We had who else was on that team? There was some studs on that team. Tim Lemon was Chet Lemon's like nephew, but we ended up winning that league, and that was fun. But when you were, I don't know if winning bred camaraderie or what, but when you were struggling, it was like, I need to get my numbers just so I'm good, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
But when the team was winning, it was like, all right, let's go. We can. But nothing like college. College is let's win as a team and play as a team and everybody do good.
So were you always a starter in college, except for that freshman year?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
So take me back to draft day.
Draft
and
day
that journey.
2000. I was living with my brother at the time. He was still in Boca, but not obviously at FAU. And we were living together in an apartment. Had a couple people over. We listened to the draft. And I had a feeling I was going to get drafted. I didn't know when or when, by who or whatever.
How do you prepare for that?
You don't. You just hope. So, sure enough, 10th round comes around and they say 10th round with the whatever pick of the draft, the St. Louis Cardinals select Carmen Cali out of Florida Atlantic University. And I'm like, that's gotta be me. You know? So we're high-fiving and stuff. And
so you hear it like announced on broadcast.
on the computer.
On the computer.
Yeah.
Streamed down.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's Cameron.
Yeah, it's Cameron. So that's me. I'll take it.
What was that moment like?
Oh, it was awesome. It was awesome. You know, I had no idea what was coming for me afterward, but to hear your name like that is like, you dream of that, you know?
Yeah.
Getting drafted.
So you get a phone call after that?
Yeah. Yeah. Then I got a call from, it was actually Turco from Fort Myers.
Really?
Yeah.
He was with that.
He was my scout.
Oh.
Steve Turco.
Yeah.
And his brother was the coach over here at, what school was it?
Was it Gulf Coast then? Oh, it was high school then. Yeah, he was a Estero, I think.
Estero's coach.
Yeah.
But his brother is the one that drafted me. And we had Miami. He came watch me throw against Miami when I beat him during the regular season. And we drummed him, and I threw really well. And that's probably what got me drafted, to be honest.
So he calls you.
Yeah, he called me and said, hey, you know, I'm going to come to your house in the next week or so, but so we can go over everything and do everything. But I just want to congratulate you. And,
oh, cool.
Yeah. Which ended up being, Which my claim to fame is that Pujols was in the same draft and he didn't go to the 13th round.
No way. Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, Pujols went
Yeah.
in the
So
13th.
I'm
Oh, my
like,
gosh.
I got drafted ahead of him.
Both same team, too, right?
Yeah. 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 Yadier was our 3rd or 4th rounder that year.
Molina
and
was that.
Pujols was our 13th rounder that year.
Oh, my gosh. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So he a week later, he comes over. We
do the deal. He gives me whatever,
and you're just like,
I
whatever.
thought a lot was at the time, but it comes to find out it wasn't. It was what it was back then, but I lost it all in the stock market anyway, so it doesn't matter.
They give you a bonus.
Yeah, they give you a bonus. Tell you they'll pay for your rest of your college because I left my junior year.
Okay,
so I still had a year left in college, but. I tried to, after I was done playing, I tried to go back and, oh man, is that hard. Trying to work a regular job. I was working for Pepsi at the time. Holy moly, is that a hard job.
You were delivering for Pepsi?
I was like, they called it a salesman.
Right.
But I was literally taking all the stuff off of the semis in Walmart and stuff like that and stocking the shelves. Oh my God.
But you were a salesman.
My hands were just bleeding every day. I'm working from 4 a.m. till 6 in the afternoon. Oh my God. I was building these, the football, during the Super Bowl, you got these displays of all these 12 packs. Worst job ever. Paid good, but it was the worst job
That was
ever.
off season or that was after?
That was after I was done playing.
Okay. Oh, that had to be tough.
Yeah, it was bad.
So you get signed to do the paperwork. You don't have any representation or anything, right? Or did you?
No.
You just do whatever he tells you to do. Sign wherever he tells you to sign.
He came to my parents' house. I signed everything and off to where did I go? I went to New Jersey.
Yeah, that was Mawa. Where the heck is Mawa? Oh, is that what it's
No, it was where was it? It was God.
Was that like a rookie league or no? It was rookie league. Okay.
Yeah, it was only half the season.
Oh, okay.
It was like as soon as you get drafted, you had a month, and then you go to this, like basically a little mini season.
Okay.
And then if they wanted you to stay and extended, you would go back to like where they spring train and do another month or whatever. So we went, and I went, it was the New Jersey Cardinals is where it was. I forget the name of the town now. But I lived above a bakery, the Holland Bakery, with a bunch of, a couple other guys. And
so you're all rookie, you're all recent draftees then, right?
Yeah. As soon as I walk in, I see this kid who got drafted out of the Florida, and he's probably 6'5", just jacked. And I'm like, 5'8", little guy. I'm like, holy moly, are these what all the pros look like? I'm like, this is going to be crazy. So I ended up holding my own and slowly moved up.
They put you with the other, they just pick your roommate and here you go. This is
You basically have host families.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Really at that level?
Yeah.
You're drafted, you're staying with a host family.
Yeah,
wow.
We were making nothing. I think we were making $700 a month.
Wow.
Yeah.
And the host family's hosting you. You don't have to pay them, right?
No.
You just live in this other family's house.
That's right.
Above the bakery.
That's awesome. It was crazy.
Did you get a free or anything?
They would make us these huge donuts for us. Basically for the whole team, we'd bring in one donut, and it was like giant.
Right. So this is surreal. This is this guy out of Naples living in this with his host family and above the bakery.
The Holland American Bakery in New Jersey. I forget the town it was in, but it was nice people, super nice people.
And you're 20?
Yeah. What was I? It was my junior year, so I was probably 21, maybe.
Okay.
21, 22.
And what do you bring with you to Jersey? Do you fly to Jersey? Drive to Jersey?
Yeah,
flew up there with your backpack?
The host dad gave us one of his old cars he had laying around.
Is that right?
It was either that or we bought one for like $500. I can't remember. It was a little piece of crap car. We're all four of us. There were all these huge guys and me, and They're like, "Jeez, oh man." Looking back at it now, like, what the heck?
And what was the field like? What was the
The
facility
field
like?
was really nice.
Yeah.
The field was nice. Yeah, the facility was great.
And who's working with you at this time?
Who was my coach? I say I know him by nickname. I had Buck was my pitching coach. He ended up being the bullpen coach for the Marlins at some point in his career. But I had so many coaches. I can't even think of all of them now.
Yeah.
That was so long ago.
But so you're here for about a month then? Or
Yeah, I went 9-2, so figure maybe probably a couple months.
So you felt good about yourself. You were going, you did well. Yeah.
Yeah, we were good. And then I didn't start. That was the only year I started. I had a couple more starts in my career, but that was my only. They moved me to the pen after that.
What do you think makes that determination?
I think just size.
Oh, okay.
Because body wear and tear.
Yeah. Okay.
The bigger you are, the more you can handle as far as innings pitched.
Yeah. And what was that like psychologically for you going?
I didn't
no
care.
difference.
I didn't care. I just wanted to get there.
Yeah.
At that point, you're just like, get me moving.
Yeah.
You know, because it took me 4 years to get to AA. So it's a way different now. Like they actually make a living now, but back then when I was there, it was literally you're making nothing.
Nothing, right? Yeah.
And it sucks.
Yeah.
13-hour bus rides, and you're living with 5 other guys in a house.
Probably less than $4 an hour is what it came to, even if
you're eating peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah, it wasn't like they had you on some super nutritious meal.
No. It was rough. And now they actually get a paycheck, and I guess there was a big lawsuit after I was done playing, and they went back and got money because we were making less than minimum wage.
Of course, yeah.
So they literally went back and paid players all the way back till I think a year or two before I was done.
Really?
Yeah. It was like hundreds of millions of dollars.
Not like they didn't have it anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Now it's different. Now you make a decent yearly salary.
Yeah. But at the time, what was that like? I mean, did you care? Did it even matter?
No, I didn't know the difference. You know, you're just doing what you're doing, trying to make it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just knew I wasn't making a lot of money. So I wanted to get moving so I could make some money.
Yeah.
You know, because you see everybody ahead of you and you want what they got, you know?
Okay. Yeah.
So, oh man, I want to get on the 40-man roster. They're making a lot of money, you know?
Yeah.
So that's.
When was the first time you got invited to training camp?
2004 was my first year I took off. I went to, I want to say, I started in AA, spent half the season in AA. And I started throwing a little hard. I was probably 91, 94. And they started using me more and put me in the closing role. And I started doing well closing in AA. And then they sent me to AAA and I did well there. And then they called me up in September.
Oh, you got a call.
So I went from AA to the big leagues in 1 year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I was like, oh man, this is great. You know?
Yeah. Well, what was the transition from double to AAA? What was that like?
AAA is basically, they call it 4A. It's guys that are great, but they're just not consistent enough to be in the big leagues. So it's older guys. You got a lot of older guys that are right, they're right there that can fill in a spot in the big leagues, no problem, any day of the week.
Yeah.
But can they do it for 500 at bats?
Yeah.
Probably not. But you put them in there for a week and you would never know the difference that the guy's gone. So AAA is all studs. AA has got spectacular athletic ability. It's like all your studs, your young, talented guys. So to me, AA is like the Wild Wild West. Like you're you don't know what you're gonna get. You're gonna get a guy throwing 100 that's all over the place, but he's throwing 100. Where in AAA, you're gonna have the guy that's throwing 90, but he's dotting. So that's how it was when I was playing. I don't know what it's like now. No, everything's different.
For rehab stints, would they send him more to triple or double A?
They were sending to triple.
Triple. Yeah.
Memphis we had such a nice AAA place in Memphis. Yeah, it was really nice.
The whole facility, everything about it, the trainers.
Yeah, they would either go to Memphis or all the way down to Jupiter to the spring training.
Okay. How about where you stayed and the food and that between AA and AAA? Anything?
AAA was leaps and bounds over everything. AAA was, you felt like you were almost in the big leagues in AAA. We had 15,000 a night in Memphis.
Wow.
Yeah, Memphis was legit. So AAA was a lot. You felt a lot closer to the big leagues in AAA than you did in AA. AA was like basically high A, just a step higher than high A.
Still buses.
Yeah. Yeah. You flew in AAA.
You fly in AAA.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. We did, at least.
Yeah. And then you're at AAA. It's September. Is there always that sort of like it could happen now because they can expand the roster then, right?
And I thought there was to be no way. I was so shocked when he called me in the office.
Oh, you weren't even ready for it.
Not even
you
close.
Didn't think it was happening.
I was roommates with Adam Wainwright at the time.
Wow.
And I'm thinking he's going.
Yeah.
You know. And that night I pitch in the game, and a guy hits a comebacker, and I catch it with my bare hand. And it stings. It was like 107 mile an hour line drive. Oh. I don't catch it, but I try to catch it.
Yeah.
Hits me in the hand. The shortstop gets it and throws the guy out at first. Well, I finished the inning. Now my hand's like throbbing. I'm like,
that's your throwing hand.
Yes. I'm like, oh my God, is this really happening right now? But I had no idea that he was going to call me in the office. But if I would have came out of the game, he would have never called me in his office that night. Oof. Yeah. So I thank God I stayed in. I was like, I'm fine. But it bruised my hand pretty bad, but it didn't break anything. So I could still do it. But oh my God, it was that close.
Barehanded ball.
Yeah, it was a missile. It was a missile.
Wow.
It's just instinct to try and grab it, and it hit me right perfectly so it didn't break anything.
Yeah.
It just bruised my palm.
Yeah.
It didn't hit the ends of my fingers so I could still hold the ball. But I just remember like going home that night like, oh my God, I'm going to the big leagues and now I'm hurt.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God. Do I tell them? Do I not say anything?
Yeah.
So many things going through your mind.
Well, wait, so you finish the game. You finish the game. What happens then? Like, how's this happen?
Our coach at the time, Dan Schaefer, called me into his office and he's like, hey man, he's like, how's your hand? Yeah. I'm like, oh, it's good. It's fine. Going like this. He's like,
well, when he calls you in the office, is it always a little like, what could this?
Yeah.
It's nerve wracking. Yeah.
Yes. Oh my God, is it ever? You don't know what's going on. Up, down, left, right. You don't know where they're sending you. You're done for your life. It's just like the movie Major League with a pink slip in your locker. That's how you feel like every time you're walking on eggshells everywhere you go. But he calls me in and, I'm just thinking he's wondering about my hand. So he asked me about my hand and he says, they're going to make a move. And I'm like, oh my God, what is this? I'm thinking, oh no, they're going to send me back down to AA because they were still winning. So I'm thinking I'm going down there to play in the playoffs or something.
Uh-huh.
They're like, we're getting close to the end here, and now that it's September, they're gonna bring you up to the big leagues. And I'm like, get out of here! I'm like, holy smokes! I don't even. It was so. I don't even know if I heard him speaking after that. Like what? So the next day I drove from Memphis, packed all my stuff and drove to St. Louis, got to the game in like the 8th inning. And they're like, go ahead, get dressed. I get dressed. for the game. By the time I get dressed, Matt Morris had thrown a complete game shutout and comes in. They're all coming in as I was about to go out. So I'm like standing there in this bright white, brand new uniform, like, good game, good game, good game. I'm like this little guy. They're all monsters. You know, they had like an all-star team at that time.
Yeah.
They had Larry Walker, Jim Edmonds.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Legends. Oh my
Scott
gosh.
Rowland, Pujols, all these guys.
Wow.
Renneria.
Renneria was on the team then. Oh my
Mike
gosh.
Matheny's the catcher. You know,
Wow.
like it was.
And they're all walking in.
Yes, and I'm like never met any of them at all ever.
Yeah.
I'm like shaking to death. I'm like, this is crazy.
And they're coming off a big win.
Yeah, they just mowed through. I don't even know who it was.
Yeah.
Cincinnati, maybe.
Wow.
Crazy.
So they even had you dressed.
Yeah, I get dressed. Like, just in case, just throw your stuff on just in case. I'm like, all right.
Did they tell you to drive there? Or
Yeah.
Bring your stuff.
Yeah.
Get over there as quick
get
as
your
you
stuff
can.
and get up there.
That trip
But first class organization, man, they took care of me. They to this day, they still, like, I just went from our 25-year reunion for the 04 team because we went to the World Series that year.
Yeah.
But I was only a September call-up. I didn't even, but they still took me and my family out there.
Really?
Yeah. It was awesome to see all those guys again. LaRussa was there.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, legends, man.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And here you are driving. You drive through to get to the stadium. And what do you show them? How do you get into the stadium?
I was like, are they going to let me in? They don't know who I am. You know, I'm in my old Tahoe driving up to the gate. Oh, yeah, I'm a player. The game's going on, man. You know? Jeez. So I go in. I don't know where I'm going or what I'm doing.
And they don't have anybody there. You're just got to find your way.
No clue. I got my baseball bag and I'm like, where do I go? I'm supposed to be in the locker room. You know, it's crazy.
Stadium full of people.
Yes, and you know, this is my first feel of any of that.
Wow.
Yeah, never had a big league camp. Never had anything before that.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
You come in when they're on fire this season.
Yeah, I was one of the guys sitting in the stands watching their spring training games, you know?
Yeah.
Like, oh man, I hope this is me someday. Then that year I'm up in the big leagues playing with them. I'm so nervous. My first outing, my legs were shaking so bad.
Is that right?
Yeah. I thought they were going to call a balk. I was shaking so bad.
So this is the first night. So you got a game the next day.
Mm-hmm.
And where you stay, like how do you?
They put you up in the team hotel, so I stayed across the street from the stadium in the hotel.
Now this is a home game, so the players are all going home.
Yeah,
but you're in the hotel.
Yeah. So my family my parents and a couple of my buddies fly up, so I meet them in the lobby. And I'm just like, oh my god, I can't believe it, you know. So the next day, my buddies fly up. Two of my buddies from college. This is a great story too. And they're, you know, tipping them back all day. They get to the game. They're up in the stands on the second level, screaming down at me in the bullpen, right? They ended up getting arrested in the stadium. And they try to run from the cops, right? They get tackled in the breezeway and they're down in the cellar in the stadium jail. I'm like, this is unbelievable. Now, I don't know any of this is happening until the next day I hear the story. But they hit my one buddy is a fireman and he's like, you know, let them out. So they end up letting them out, but they ended up becoming such good friends with the cops that the cops came down later in the year and like vacationed down with my buddies. That's how, after they like basically arrested him in the stadium. But anyway, the way I find out is that night they're like, oh man, you don't understand what happened last, you know, after we were waving to you, the people sitting there got mad, and then we tried to run. I'm like, oh my God, are you guys serious? So he goes, the one guy tackles me. We end up in the jail, and they let us out of the jail, but we got to come back for our trial and all this stuff. And I'm like, what? So the next day in the bullpen, they tell me the story. I don't say a word because I'm embarrassed, like, oh my God. So the cop in our bullpen, we have a cop every day in the bullpen. He goes, man, these two kids yesterday, you guys are never going to believe this story. He starts telling the story. It's about my friends. I'm like, they're not lying. Those are my friends. I'm like, not happy to say it, but they're not. He thought they were lying. Like they knew
because they were saying, I know
they
him.
were like, yeah, we know the guy in the bullpen. We're just saying hello. And he tells the story, and I'm like, they're not lying. They really are. I'm like, I'm sorry, man. I was like, you got to meet them. They're really good dudes, And they end up meeting them and then becoming friends and come down here and stay with them in Sarasota. It's crazy.
So in the bullpen at home.
Yeah, I ended up not pitching that series my first series that I came up for. Like the first couple days I was there, I didn't get to pitch in St. Louis. My first debut outing was in San Diego, so I didn't get to pitch in front of my parents for my first time.
Oh, okay, okay, yeah.
But we flew out to San Diego, and I pitched in San Diego.
So this is your first away game in the majors?
Yeah. Was
Flying,
San Diego.
people taking care of your bags. You don't have to carry your own bag. Right?
He treat you like a king.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Did you have a roommate? And you travel?
No.
You have your own room.
Yeah, your own room.
Is that right?
The big dogs have suites and
is that right?
Big rooms, yeah. Yeah.
And then they I take a bus to the game.
Yeah. There's two buses. There's one like an early bus and then a regular bus.
Uh-huh.
I was always on the early one. I still to this day have dreams of being late.
Uh-huh.
Or like I can't get out to the field. It's crazy. Okay, I can't find my cleats. You know how many times I've been in the bullpen with the wrong cleats, like in my dreams? I'm like, oh my, yes. Like, oh my God, where's my shoes? I can't. They're calling to me to warm up, and I don't have my cleats. It's the worst. I to this day have these dreams.
So you're in San Diego now, and this is the second game of the series, or
it was the first game of the series.
First game of the series.
Yeah.
Day game. And you're in the pen.
Yeah.
What's happening in the game when the
I think it was like 5-3 or something like that. I think we were losing, and they get me up. I'm like, oh boy, here
the
we go.
call comes to the pen.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Get Cali going. All right, Carm, get going. I start warming up. I feel good warming up. Everything, you feel a little more pressure, but nothing crazy. And then when I got out onto the field and they're like, all right, you're in. I was like, oh boy. I get out there and my knees are just trembling back and forth. I'm like, oh my God, don't balk, whatever you do. My first two-seamer in warm-ups, I'm throwing a Matheny, right? And I'm like, two-seam, which is supposed to sink and go away from a righty. It cuts like 2 feet and like thumbs him. And he's like staring at me like, what are you doing?
Oh,
you know, I'm like, oh my God, this is really happening. I'm sorry. I just came around the side of it and it cut. It's like, oh man. But I got a strikeout. I think I gave up a run or two. I don't know, maybe even a hit or two, but
you had to get that one out of the way.
Yeah. It was, I never felt really comfortable there just because of all the guys on my team were so like guys that I watched growing up, you know, they were like, I never felt comfortable like I belong there. When I went to the Twins, I finally felt like, I can do this, I felt way better with the Twins.
They had a younger
comfort wise. They had a younger club, but they still had a couple, veteran guys like Hunter and stuff like that.
Hunter was on that team.
But Joe Mauer was, so calm and nice and young and Gardy was a great coach. I mean, I've had the best. I probably had the 3 or 4 best coaches.
Such legends, man. Such legends.
Ron Gardner, Tony La Russa, Joe Torre.
Oh my gosh!
Come on. I was blessed. in this game.
That was like the last era of the
Yeah.
studs. Too.
Yeah.
Those guys were just the in the book of legends.
Yes.
That's amazing. So in the bullpen, were there always hecklers on the away games? Were there always people giving you shit?
I'll never forget the way they treated Ankiel, because Ankiel was a call up with me. He was coming back from having the yips.
Yeah.
And man,
that's right.
Oh my God.
Oh, that he never could get it back.
Yeah. Well, he did.
He did get it
He
back.
did get it. The guy is the most phenomenal athlete I've ever seen. And he comes back to the big leagues with me that year.
What happened to him? What was his story? Like,
so when he was like basically 20 years old, he was pitching in the playoffs and it got away from him, and then he just could never hone it back in.
Yeah.
So they shut him down for that season. The rest of that season, I guess. Bring him back out. The next spring training, he still can't. So now they send him down to the minor leagues to try and get him back going again. He finally gets back going again. And then in 2004, he gets called up with me. He's in AAA. He works at the bottom and just works his way back up. They just wanted to get him back into the game and feeling it, you know?
Yeah.
And he did. We go back to the big leagues. And then the last game, we're in September, the last game we're there, he corks a guy. And then he lost it again.
Oh.
I was like, oh. And then they turn him into a hitter. The guy hits 50 home runs a year. I mean, it was amazing. He's the only guy besides Babe Ruth to do that.
Is that right?
To go from a pitcher to a hitter. Yeah.
Yeah.
In the big leagues.
Yeah, nobody. Yeah, you don't hear
Babe
that
Ruth's
at all.
the only other guy that's done it.
Wow.
When I saw him at the reunion, I saw Rick at the reunion for the 2004 team. He said they're going to do a movie on him.
Well, they would have to.
Yeah.
That's a crazy story.
It is. It really is. What a great guy. What a great athlete. What a shame that happened to him. But at the same time, it's a blessing all at the same time.
So that made the bullpen really crazy because he's in the bullpen on their way.
Yeah. So he was getting heckled like you would not believe.
Imagine. Yeah.
He took all the attention off of anybody else.
It kind of helped it.
Poor guy. Yeah. They would wear him out. The Dodgers wore him out, man. The Dodger fans wore him out. I was like, oh, this is awful. I wanted to kill people in the stands. Like, how can you guys be saying all this stuff?
And the bullpen's in an area where it's
they're
designed
just right
for the
on
hecklers,
you.
right?
Yeah, they're right on your shoulder. Just
there's people who make a living out of that. They literally just are there just to destroy your mental game, right?
Yes. And just saying the most ruthless stuff, like, you can't hit water if you fell out of a boat, you know? Like, oh my God, there's just poor guys trying to. I mean, the guy was like at the top, and now all of a sudden can't throw a strike. And it's just one click away from him not having it, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like everybody in our organization was always, you know, don't mess it up, you know? It was like that sensitive. So we all pulled for him all the time, but him coming back as a hitter and doing what he did as a hitter, that's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, what did you do for your mental game? Because there's such a mental.
I wish I would have done more, honestly, you know, because I never felt confident in the big leagues.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I should have done more, because I think I could have pitched better in the big leagues. I was just always so damn nervous.
Yeah.
So worried about getting sent down. And, you know, when you're not the number one pick and that you're constantly looking over your shoulder, it's not easy.
Yeah.
And if you don't I was never that cocky, arrogant guy, you know?
Yeah.
I didn't play like that. I just didn't have that in me. I don't know why. I was confident when I was pitching, like, I can do this, but not when I got to that. When I got to that high of a level, I was like, "Geez, oh man, did I really got Jim Edmonds behind me in center field? You know, like, should I really be out here?"
Oh my gosh.
But
well, to think of it, how many from Collier County have made it to the bigs? Is it 3? 2?
2. I think it's just me and Chris Reesop.
Chris Reesop, right? Yeah.
I think so.
To think of that number, how finite that is. Now, the NFL's a different story. Football players are all, they're abundant from Collier County.
Well, how many?
A lot more than 2.
Yeah.
A lot more, especially just Naples High alone.
I know Freddie McCrary.
Yeah, Freddie. There's, Hireman from Collier a few years ago.
Yeah.
But there have been quite a few along the way. Edgerrin
James. Yeah. Yeah, he was actually in high school when I was in high school.
Was he? Yeah.
Talk about a beast.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. He would tuck his shirt underneath his pads and have his abs hanging out.
Oh, he was shredded, right?
He wore this arm guard that had like these metal braces, on his arm guard, and he would just slice people up with them. We had a defensive back named David Weeks, and David hit him and literally like sliced through his arm. I almost cut the guy's arm off, but he hit him good and made him fumble. I was like, dude, you're never going to forget this the rest of your life. That's what I think now. I don't know at the time if we were thinking he was going to be as good as he was, but he turned into an absolute animal.
Absolutely, yeah. I didn't realize he played when you played, yeah. But the statistical odds of getting to the majors from here, from anywhere,
it's why if you look at if they have the number, I think it's like 0.0 something
it's
that
insane.
make it.
Yeah, it's unheard of. It almost seems unrealistic. Like, how could that ever happen?
Yeah,
and to think, you're one of 2, because others have played in the minors, but never made it to the show like that. That's really something that takes.
A lot of things had to line up.
Yeah. And not just the athleticism.
Right.
Because you didn't have the physique of the 6'8", 6'2", 6'1" guys.
Right.
So you had a lot more to overcome.
Yes.
That's that little brother thing.
Yes. Exactly. Exactly. I owe it all to Joe.
What was it? So you change clubs. You go from you're with what was it like with LaRussa? Did you
he's amazing. Yeah. The guy is the smartest human on earth.
Sometimes it looked like if you were on his bad side, it was scary.
Oh, he is a very intimidating man, but when you get to know him, he's just like you and I, Like he used to one story I got we were in San Diego, and I go out with Ray King after the game, right? And we go have a couple beers at a bar or whatever. We come back into the hotel, and they're all in the hotel lobby bar, like LaRussa, Dave Duncan, all these guys, right? Mm. He's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Oh boy, this is I've never talked to the guy yet, really." He looks at me dead serious. He's like, "What are you doing down here?" I was like, "Oh, Izzy and Ray made me go out with them. I'm just doing whatever they tell me to do, Like, I'm that guy." And he's like, "You can't be down here." And he looks at Izzy. He's like, "You let him be down here?" And now I'm like, I'm freaking out. I'm like, I'm gone. Pretend I wasn't even here. I'm out of here. And he's like, no, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
he gives me a beer. I'm like, oh my God, why are you guys doing this to me? You have no idea how nervous I am as it is, like, let alone now. But he's so smart, and this guy's a lawyer.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. He's a legit lawyer.
Wow.
Yeah.
I just seeing his facial expressions sometimes looks scary. Like he could be like, just from TV, from a distance, let alone a clubhouse.
Very intense.
Yeah.
But super good guy. Everybody respected the hell out of him. And same with Joe Torre. Same with Ron Gardner. I mean, what great coaches I had. Gardy, funny guy. Super funny.
But the transition from clubs.
Yeah.
What happened there? Going
from the Cardinals to the Twins. So basically I had a bad year in 2005. If I would have taken that opportunity that I had, I should have been and could have been, whatever. But I didn't pitch good in 2005. So they had me, I started the season up and down in the big leagues and then finished the year in AAA. do terrible. They end up having a good AA team. They send me down to AA
to help the team out.
To help the team out.
Yeah.
We ended up going deep into the playoffs in AA, but at that time I was like pissed. Now I'm pissed off. I'm going backwards.
Mm.
So they don't re-sign me because they would have had to. I was on the roster. They had to take me off, and I don't get picked up by any other teams. They let me go. Jeff Smith is local, and he's with the Twins. He's like, hey, check this guy out. Sure enough, they sign me. I go to camp in big league camp with the Twins.
And up here
at Fort Myers. So now I get to live at home, go to spring training every day. Yeah. I'm like, this is great. Feel way more comfortable. End up doing pretty good in spring training. They're loaded in AAA. So I don't make the team out of I stay in extended with all the younger Dominican kids in Fort Myers. I'm living at home, still making crazy money, like at the time, crazy money a month. And I'm like, why are they signed? Yeah, they signed me to basically a AAA deal.
Okay.
But they had too many guys at the time.
Okay.
Of course, after week 1, somebody gets hurt in the big leagues. They bring a guy up from AAA, and I go. we had I had great pitching coach, great coach in AAA with the Twins. Oh my God, Stu and Stan Kleinberg, and they're twin brothers.
Pitching coaches.
One's a pitching coach, one's the manager.
Oh, okay.
So they were awesome. We start playing, I start throwing, I'm throwing really good. They call me up immediately. I was like, holy cow, this is great. They call me up for a couple weeks. I pitched like 5 or 6 times maybe. Throw good. They send me back down when the guy comes off the whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Down in the minor leagues, still doing good. And then like basically halfway through the season, they call me back up and I stay the rest of the year in the big leagues with the Twins.
Who's on that team now?
You got Torrey Hunter, Joe Mauer.
Torrey Hunter.
Yeah.
Center fielder behind you.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Nick Punto, Johan Santana.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, like awesome. Joe Nathan's in the pen, Matt Greer. We had so many guys.
Pitching in the dome.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. So fun. But I felt, at one time we were in Baltimore, and the mound was all messed up by the time I got out there, and my foot's getting stuck in the hole that they left. Right. So I'm like, and my outing before that in Anaheim, I pitched with the mound all messed up, and I'm like, man, I should have said something. Cause I'm struggling throwing strikes with the mound the way it was.
Mm-hmm.
And I come out of the game, and then A-Rod comes in to close. Remember the closer for the Angels?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
He comes in and makes him fix the mound. I'm like, man, I should have, what am I doing? I should have done this. So they fixed the mound for him. So then it happens to me again in Baltimore. And I'm like, I'm not doing it this time.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, no, come on out to the grounds crew or whatever. And Gardy comes out to the mound. And he's like, looks at the umpire and he's like, hey, what, you guys got to fix this mound. He goes, I can't see my midget reliever out here. Like the hole's so deep, I can't see him out here. Oh, he's dying. I'm like, oh my God. So, but he knew how to keep it light and make everybody comfortable.
Yeah.
I was way more comfortable with them.
And the change from the National League to the American League,
no. I didn't feel it.
No. Because the DH was they're DH now, right?
Yeah,
I mean, they are all DH now, right?
Yeah, they're all DHs now, but I wasn't in long enough to know any.
Yeah, yeah. Just get in for your relief.
I would be an inning and be done, if not a hitter.
Yes, as a specialist in the lefty, right?
Yeah.
Who was somebody who you?
I faced Adam Dunn all the time. I faced Jim Thome all the time.
Thome,
yeah, Griffey.
Wow. Griffey, unreal. Who could say that this is that guy? Right? Oh my gosh, what was that like?
Crazy. He rolled over to second base. Thank God. Dunn got me a couple times though. Dunn hit a couple home runs off me. I got Tommy out, I would think 2 or 3 times, but he got me too. He hit one in the dead center off me. Oh,
Tommy.
monster. He signed. I had him sign a ball. The 500 club. Happy I could help him there. So
Griffey.
But I know it's wild because I grew up watching all these guys.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah. So the Twins welcome you with open arms. They're a great organization.
Yeah,
Really good.
I mean the Cardinals were great too, but the Twins were great.
Yeah.
I mean the GM at the time picked me up at the airport, brought me to
the GM picks you up.
Yeah,
is that right?
Yeah.
In Minneapolis.
Yeah.
And then your first time in pitching in the Metrodome, right? Is that what it was?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I want to say it was against the White Sox, if I remember right. Pitched good. Got out of a jam.
Red Sox had Ortiz in, or no? Who was pitching?
They had Przinsky and who else did they have?
Was it AJ Przinsky?
Yeah, the catcher. They had told me at that time, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know who they had. But.
What was your favorite place to pitch?
Probably there.
Yeah.
Probably at home in Minnesota. I mean, as far as comfortable pitching wise.
Yeah. How about places you like to travel to?
The best stadiums and stuff. Colorado Stadium was so beautiful. I went to a lot of stadiums, but Colorado was so beautiful.
What was it about that?
Just the mountains. And stuff. Yeah.
Even though the ball sails like crazy.
Yeah. You don't want to pitch there, but to play in the stadium is nice.
Any food favorite areas that you would go to that you like? You like to go there for the food now?
Not really. Not that I remember. I mean, the Dodger dogs were good. The hot dogs at Dodger Stadium.
Yeah,
those were good.
And what was that stadium like? 'Cause that's an old stadium.
Yeah. Fenway was crazy old. I never had been, and to be able to see it the way I saw it for the first time.
Wow.
I was like,
in the dugout,
this is like a little college, like an old school, like
your college facility is probably nicer than that.
Yeah, yeah. It was like it's almost like a Civil War kind of deal.
Yeah, right.
Like you're looking at an ancient artifact.
Yeah. How about Chicago? Did you ever pitch in Chicago? Either one of those?
At the White Sox Stadium.
At the White Sox, okay.
Never Wrigley.
Okay.
Which is crazy because I was, with the Cardinals, they're such big rivals. You would think I would have went there once at least.
Yeah.
I never went to the Yankees Stadium. I never went to Mets. I never went to New York. But I went pretty much everywhere else.
Yeah. And always, traveling with a big difference from AA to that.
Yeah. When somebody's carrying your bag, it's a lot different.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're getting comfortable. You feel good. It's going well in Minnesota. You feel like you felt like more.
Yeah. I finished the season out good. I ended up getting hit again, trying to catch a comebacker ground ball up the middle.
Just can't help yourself.
Can't help it. So I stick my hand up. I get hurt again, and now I can't feel the ends of my fingers like it's like pins and needles when I'm throwing.
Yeah.
So every day I'm still trying to get it to go away. So I'm still throwing, and Terry Ryan was the GM at the time, and he calls me into the office, and he's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "What do you mean? What am I doing?" He's like, "You're out there throwing, but you say you can't throw." I'm like, I'm throwing without my fingers, without any fingers on the ball, trying to do something,
yeah,
to get it to go away. And he's like, you got this opportunity right now, and this is at the end of the year in '06, I think, when I got called up for that whole half a season. I'm like, you think I don't want to pitch? I'm like, I'm dying to get back out there. That's why I'm throwing every day. I'm trying to make it go away. And he's like, oh, it doesn't, he didn't like it. So we come back to spring training that year. Ideal in spring training, they send me right down. I end up getting sick and losing like 20 pounds in spring training. There's like a virus goes through the clubhouse. Everybody gets sick. Even Scott Baker didn't even start the season because he was so sick.
Wow.
But
This is
I
here
get
in Fort Myers.
Yeah, I get sent down and basically didn't even get a chance when I'm thinking I'm going to make the team out of spring training.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God. And then that was it with them pretty much. It kind of, I don't know if it was because of that or what, he thought I was lying.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I never spent any time on the DL ever. I was always ready to go.
Yeah.
No matter what. I didn't care. I'd throw with a broken arm if I could.
Yeah.
But
So how they let you know that? What happens?
I was in AAA and they ended up just letting me go.
They call you in and say, it's pack your stuff.
Yeah.
What's that like?
Terrible. It was worse with the Dodgers because I knew I was going to be tough to get picked back up. I knew with the Twins I'd get picked up by somebody.
Mm-hmm.
But with the Dodgers, I knew it was going to be tough. It was the middle of the year. Everybody was, doing their internal moves and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Or the Twins was at the end of the year. And
yeah. So you get picked up by the Dodgers after that.
Yeah. Signed with the Dodgers. I can't remember if I went and played. What it was, I think I went and played in Venezuela
with them, or in
between the Twins and the Dodgers.
Okay.
I went and played in Venezuela, and I ended up signing while I was down in Venezuela with the Dodgers. Maybe it was. I don't know. Maybe I was
Dominican. Did you play in the Dominican?
I played in the Dominican, but that was with the Cardinals.
Okay.
It might have been between the Cardinals and Twins that I went to Venezuela. I can't remember. Either way, I ended up signing with the Dodgers and went to big league spring training with them.
Now, where's there? That's
in Phoenix,
Arizona.
Yeah, or Scottsdale.
Yeah,
beautiful. No,
and you're with some legends out there.
Yeah, crazy out there. But my wife is now with me at this time, and she's got to travel with me everywhere. I felt so bad.
So you got married when? You got married in between?
I didn't get married. She was just coming with me.
Together, okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And she came to Venezuela with me.
Oh, wow.
She came out to Scottsdale with me.
Mm.
And just had no friends anywhere.
Yeah.
Basically came with me.
Yeah.
That's amazing that she did what she did.
Mm.
So that was tough on her. But
so spring training, you're in Scottsdale.
Yeah.
With this
Scottsdale with them, with Joe Torre. I don't make the team out of camp. I go to AAA. End up, I want to say, half the season there, and then they started making moves from down AA, moving guys up to the big leagues. And then when they would send them down, they were sending them to AAA. So they just kind of phased us out.
Mm.
I was 30-something at the time, and they were bringing up 24-year-old guys.
Yeah.
Making half the money.
Yeah.
So they weeded us out and got rid of a couple guys during the middle of the season. I went to Toronto's spring training over here and tried out for them. They did a couple.
Dunedin? Or is that,
Dunedin.
Mm-hmm.
They tried a couple. They did a couple MRIs and stuff on my elbow and said that I was at a high risk for Tommy John because my ulnar collateral nerve was calcified at the time.
Mm-hmm.
It still is. I don't know. But I was like, I've never had an arm problem. So
yeah.
But they would always at the time were saying that I was at a high risk for Tommy John, so they didn't want to sign me, and then me get hurt and them just have to pay for all my rehab.
So the team would look at that and say, "Oh yeah, here's what we got on the MRI."
Yeah, so I didn't have any any other places to go try out at, and then the Mighty or the Ducks or whatever they were at the independent ball, they wanted me to go play for them, and I just like, if I go play independent ball, I'm basically saying I'm done with organized. So I didn't sign with them, which I probably should have, but I thought I was gonna get picked up, and I just didn't. And time went by, and that was it.
So you didn't play independent ball at all?
No.
Okay, you had a chance to, but you didn't do that.
Yeah.
Because that was like almost a kiss of death at the time.
I felt like if I did it, I would have been, even wasting more time there, like, what am I going to go play independent ball? And if I don't dominate it from day one, it was just all for nothing. So I started working here and got my Pepsi job.
That was Pepsi. Right, that had to be tough, huh?
Yeah. Oh, it was bad.
Yeah. Were you still working out?
Yeah. Yeah, I was still throwing and stuff. My brother was actually the coach at CSN. So I was using their facilities and stuff. And that was it. No more baseball for me.
Yeah. Well, at that level anyway.
Exactly. Yeah.
Did you have any rituals that you stuck by?
Not really. I wasn't very, no. I mean, I did my daily shoe cleaning and stuff like that, but nothing crazy.
Any meals you needed to eat? Any food?
Not really.
And what about the clubhouse? Because that travel schedule is insane. I mean, you work your ass off.
Yeah, you're in the clubhouse more. I mean, you're with those guys more than you are with anybody else.
Yeah. And then you'd eat in a night game. You'd eat at the end of it. You'd eat. They'd have food
they would have food before and after the game
in the clubhouse.
Yep.
And then you'd Thursday's getaway day. Thursday you play day game usually, or
yeah.
So what was something that in that transition for you that psychologically you were dealing with?
Transition from
not being on a team to then having to come back and work.
It was tough. Pepsi. It was tough. You don't,
because your whole life, everything about you was
exactly.
Was that.
You're going from one. It's a lifestyle, really. Yeah. I mean, you're going from. It's almost like you're a performer. Like you perform every night, and then you sleep. You're on different schedules than the normal working people.
Yeah. So
you're out there at night working, and then you sleep late into the morning, go back into work. 1, 2 o'clock, we'd go back to the field after we woke up and had lunch or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you're practicing until the game. That starts at 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
And then you're out at the game until 11. And you don't get home until 12, 1 o'clock every night. Wake up 10, 11 o'clock and start it all over again. But it's almost like you're in a band. Something like that.
Yeah.
Or like I don't want to say a circus, but it's different.
Yeah.
And then you're done with that. And now I'm, moving furniture with my buddy over here, Tommy. It's still totally different.
Yeah. And a reliever had a different routine than it started, right?
Yeah. You had to be ready to go every night.
Yes, it wasn't like you had a couple days off. You do some long toss.
Right, exactly. The starters, they got the life.
Yeah.
They're once a week guy. But if they have a bad one, that sucks because you don't get to go right back out there. You got to wait a week.
Yeah.
So it's good and bad. If you're rolling, it's good. If you have a bad outing, it's a long week to wait to get back out there.
Yeah.
Like mentally. Because you're constantly thinking about it.
Yeah, so much is mental.
Yeah.
So what would you say to these 10-year-olds at Juan Romero Camp right now about their...
What I would say is you're going to meet the best friends of your life playing in this game. Whether you make it or don't, and have fun.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. But it's going to it takes hard work and depends. I mean, if you put your mind to it, you can make it.
Yeah.
If you want it bad enough, you'll get it. But at the same time, it's a great way to learn camaraderie and, leadership, and you're going to meet great people and be led by great people and learn respect and learn the game and learn not only just the game of baseball, the game of life. You learn so much in playing sports, period.
Yeah. How have you brought that into the business world?
Maybe a little competitiveness as far as, getting jobs and stuff like that. Maybe. I know I'm always on time most of the time. So I'm never the guy calling off sick. It gives you that, that probably comes a lot from my dad too. My dad's worked his ass off his whole life. So watching him work hard and every day, and my mom too. She's still working. She's 71.
Yeah.
So
being an Italian son, you didn't kind of have an option there anyway. You were always working. Right?
Exactly. We like to work.
Yeah.
So that probably helped me get there too.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and you had a lot to overcome. Not having all those natural gifts like so many of them get, like the natural height, the natural abs, the natural.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. It was always a struggle.
How about what music was your go-to music to get you going?
I was an AC/DC guy. My in college, my come out song was Thunder.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I watched Rob Nen in the World Series with the Marlins throw against Cleveland, and that was his song, and I was like, oh man, this is awesome. The walls were shaking.
Yeah.
Literally.
Oh, when the
because
Marlins
we were in the nosebleeds against the wall, and literally the walls were shaking.
Is that right? Yeah. Yeah, you got to go to that. Got to go over there when they were at the Joe Robbie or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
With that was a team. Was it 97, 90? I don't know what year that was. A couple years they had. A few years they were the shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, right in our backyard. Yeah. Who had the biggest baseball influence on you? Go on.
I would have to say my brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. As many as there was, a lot of guys, but my brother for sure.
How did the Naples community rally around you, being the only one? What was that like?
I don't think they knew I was the only one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how they felt about it, but I was happy to have them all around me.
Yeah.
As I felt like all my teams growing up, I felt like everybody liked me as a teammate, having me as a teammate, and I enjoyed having all of them the same.
Yeah.
But I don't think they knew I had a shot. I don't know. I don't know how they saw me.
Yeah.
But I don't know what they think now either. I'm sure a lot of them are proud to have played with me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just such a big deal, and I don't think people. To me, it's a really big deal. I mean, just to see that you made it to this elite level without all those natural gifts that so many guys you see and saw. Like, geez, some of these guys are so blessed.
Yeah,
with these bodies.
I'm even shocked by it, to be honest with you.
Now, how did your current career with JR, how did that
So
start?
I went from Pepsi and I went and worked for Executive Electronics doing home alarms and home audio systems and stuff like that. And I enjoyed that. I like music. So I enjoyed that. I didn't like the almost like a kind of like a door-to-door kind of salesman kind of deal.
Yeah.
So I didn't really enjoy that whole part of, trying to force a sale on somebody. I wasn't never like that, you know. So I kind of, I enjoyed the job, and my bosses were great. The owners were great. But I knew it wasn't going to be for me forever. So being with JR a lot at that time, we were playing in Roy Hobbs together, and he had this successful body shop downtown. And I was out on the boat with him one day, and he's like, "Yeah, one of my managers is quitting," and I'm like, just thinking to myself, well, like I forget how it even came up, but I was like, what if I come over there and start working, And I don't know how he thought about it or how he, but I don't know if he asked me or I planted the seed, but I was always interested, and then he said, you know what, he come down to the shop and we'll talk about it. So I went down there and talked about it. He told me what it was and what he thought it could be. And I said, I'm in, man, let's do it. And then once I say that, his main manager puts in his 2 weeks. And now he's like, what am I going to, both of his managers are gone at the same time. So I was like, in my baseball competitive mind, I'm like, we got this, no problem, Come to find out, it's the like crazy busy. We get hit by a hurricane at 2 weeks later. They got like 250 cars coming in. I'm running up and down 10th like a valet driver. I'm like, what am I doing?
Couldn't even keep all the cars.
Yeah, I'm like, my legs are chafed to death. I'm like bleeding. I'm like, this is crazy. I'm like, what did I get into? So, a couple months goes by. I finally get the hang of it to where I think he's appreciating me more, because at the beginning I didn't know anything. So I was probably hindering him, or slowing him down, of all times for me to start and not know anything. He's the busiest he's ever been. Like he's probably like, why did I hire this guy? I should have hired somebody that knew what the hell was going on. But now looking back, I'm sure I hope he's happy.
He definitely is. He's a big champion for you. Absolutely he is. Yeah.
As I am for him. I mean, he gave me a career after baseball, basically.
No, he's proud to be a partner with you. Yeah, definitely is. Yeah. That's clear.
As I am him. He's always been a very giving, he's always taken care of me.
Yeah.
Ever since I can remember.
Yeah.
Me and my brother.
So Hurricane Ian was your kickoff.
Yeah. That was the one in 17, right?
Oh, 17 was Irma. Yeah, Irma.
That's the one. That was the first,
right.
Holy,
because our lives we never had.
Yeah, much. Ian was just
the recent one. Right. So it started with Irma. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, holy moly, this is wild.
Yeah. Yeah, because we had Wilma. We had other ones that just weren't as like nothing like that. Yeah, that was the one that really kicked it off, and then Ian.
Yeah, Ian hit us even harder, but it was Irma was the first one that kind of whacked us.
Yeah. Really got us, because even Charlie was north of here. Didn't do as much. Yeah, so that was your
my
welcome
Supreme. Yeah,
and working in a family business.
Yes, great business, great people, we have fun. It's awesome.
Yeah, sounds like it. Sounds like a good atmosphere, good group to work with. Yeah. He really said that.
We need a reality show, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it sounds like it. He's a character too.
We got some good personalities over there. funny stories, some funny days. Even our customers can be great at sometimes. Some funny moments.
Yeah, well, you got some long-time people been going there a long time, right?
Long-time people.
People work there and customers, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, but his dad, you know his dad?
Yeah. Yeah, his dad's great.
Dr. Johnny.
Dr. Johnny's got his chair in the corner.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, to this day.
He's still there, huh?
Yeah.
All right, let's step into a little bit of a fun segment here, lighter side. Do you have a hidden talent that has nothing to do with baseball?
No. I don't think so. Not that I know. I don't play any instruments. I don't do anything like that.
And you got 2 boys.
I do.
And your wife, who started out by sacrificing whatever it took with you, traveling with you.
Yes. God bless her.
Yeah. Been together.
2 boys, 10 and 11, Carmen and Caden. My wife, Candace. We've been together for probably 20 years now, all together.
That's awesome.
Married in 2011. My sons are 10 and 11 now.
Middle school?
Yeah, my oldest, Carmen, he's at North Naples Middle School.
Mm-hmm.
And Caden is at the Vineyards Elementary.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be in 6th grade next year. He'll be, because he's the icebreaker, so he'll take once he gets back with Carmen. Carmen was a little nervous going to middle school this year because he didn't have him with him.
Yeah,
because he's tough. He's his muscle. So
yeah, he's got a sidekick.
Yeah.
So a few weeks in now to school without each other's first.
Yeah, they're fine. The first couple days were tough for Carmen, but the other one's fine.
Yeah.
Caden's fine.
And both baseball players.
Both play baseball. Caden probably likes it a little more at this age. Carmen is very smart. He's in all advanced classes, so I don't know how much sports he'll be into, but we're playing everything right now, so we'll see what happens. I'm not gonna force them into anything if they want to stop playing. Although I just built a batting cage, so
yeah,
they're gonna have to use it a little bit.
And the story is because my son got lessons from your brother.
Okay.
At your dad's house.
Yes.
With the mound on the side of the house.
Yes. Cali Bullpen Alley.
Yeah.
Which I think we're moving over to my house now.
Gonna make the big move.
Yeah. Going from Santa Barbara to Oaks.
Oh, okay. Is the mound still there at your dad's too?
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes, it is. It's got grass on it now, but it's there.
Not being used.
Yeah, that's right.
So you got a new setup.
Yeah, I got a new setup.
Okay.
I haven't put the electric in yet, but that's coming.
So you get to do nighttime.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got the poles up. I got the net up. We're able to hit. I got the machine. We got everything we need. I got to do the final touches, but I got to make a little more money first before I put the turf down. And I do have the lights ready to go. I just got to get the electrician out there.
Do you still work at the Juan Romero camp? Do you still go there for that?
Yeah. Well, he's had me out there a couple times to talk to the kids. You know, I haven't physically worked it.
Yeah.
Just because it's a week or 2 long, and I got to work at with JR.
Yeah.
But I've went there and done a couple speeches during their break or whatever at the end of their camp, just to tell them to keep their head up and keep going.
Yeah.
And they're gonna have fun in this game if they stick with it.
And you went to that camp when you were
I did. I still remember it too.
Yeah.
Winning the long toss competition with my buddy down the street, Dan Graham. Yeah. Yeah.
Did he have any players there that you got to meet or got signatures by that summer? Because he always had connections. He seemed like.
I don't remember that. No. I don't know if. I'm sure he had guys there. I just don't remember who they were.
I think he had, when my son was there, he had Dusty Baker, I think, came.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get to meet him. That was cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. Any books or podcasts that you
My wife loves podcasts.
Does
I
she?
don't know which ones she listens
Yeah,
to,
but
but
she's always
that's
got 'em
all
on.
she does. Is, yeah. Yeah.
So you hear them just
I
because
hear
they're
'em.
on.
Yeah, she's a big into the, the I don't know if it's murders or whatever.
Oh,
but
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
true
loves.
crime stuff.
Yes, yeah.
Awesome.
48 hours, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's our
But
Friday night.
they have them on podcasts now, and they talk about the guys that guy that stabbed those people in that college, the three girls and the guy Colburn or
Oh,
whatever.
yeah.
She watches all that stuff on podcasts and stuff.
Yeah. So you hear it through her.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
nothing against her. Coffee drinker?
Occasional, not every day.
What's your coffee if you have coffee?
French vanilla.
French vanilla.
Yeah.
Okay.
Vanilla guy.
Comfort food.
Probably pizza or pasta. Normal.
Yeah. Any what's your favorite in town?
Favorite what?
Favorite pizza or pasta in town?
Mino's down here's got unbelievable pasta. Pizza.
Oh, you order that when you're at work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, pizza wise. Joey D's or Napoli.
Yeah.
My normal go-to.
Uh-huh. What's something most people don't know about you but should?
That's a tough one. I don't know. I'm probably a lot quieter than I think people get the wrong idea of me being quiet. Like maybe that I'm not a nice guy, or like I could be an asshole or something, or a prick. But I'm not talking because I don't like you. I'm quiet.
Yeah.
So I would say that probably.
Okay.
Like, don't take my silence as a negative.
Yeah.
I guess.
How
or
would
my quietness.
How would your mother describe you?
I don't know. Her baby.
Her baby. Okay.
She's awesome.
How's the difference between you and your brother?
I would say I'm probably closer to my parents than he is. I mean, he's there. He's kind of I don't know. I probably rely on them more than he does. As far as just life in general.
Mm-hmm. And how about
he's an alpha. He does his own deal.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, I want advice and want their opinion on everything.
Yeah. And he's going to do it on his own.
Yeah. He'll go live in the woods if he has to.
Yeah. Now, how about your wife? How would she describe you?
Probably a pain in the ass. A loving pain in the ass. No, I can be good and I can be bad, I'm sure.
That's a nice sized dog. He's not happy.
No.
Oh boy, it's still going. If you can't hear, there's a loud dog barking in the background in the salon right next door. Which, by the way, your wife has a day of pampering at the salon, so
that's
our gift to you too.
Oh,
so
that's
we're gonna
awesome.
Make sure she gets to come
will
in.
Absolutely love that.
Good.
She hasn't had one of those in a long time.
All right, well, she deserves that.
Yeah, she does.
For those long days in hot Arizona spring training.
Exactly. Venezuela. When she ordered a salad and they brought it and she started eating it, and all of a sudden she's pulling out like octopus tentacles. And she was like, "What is going on?" I come home and she's crying, and I'm like, "Oh man, I feel terrible." Like, I can't even order a salad.
Big sacrifices she made during those days.
Yes,
God bless her.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll take good care of her.
Absolutely.
She's got that coming for sure.
That's awesome.
If your life was a movie, what would the opening soundtrack be?
My life was a movie. Like, what would the opening song be?
Yeah.
When the moon hits your eye, like a big pizza pie.
That's amore.
Yes.
Classic Italian song.
Yes,
That's
right?
great.
That's how it would start, at least.
Okay, great. And then Thunderstruck would probably be in there somewhere. Right?
A highway to the danger zone somewhere in there.
Okay. Little Top Gun in there. Yeah. Yeah, this is great. I really appreciate you sharing that side of your life, because there's not many people that can have gone through what you've gone through and have had the grit and the grind to go through what you went through for all for the passion. You literally, you were just getting paid $2 or $3 an hour is probably what it came out to be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, people don't realize how hard, how many sacrifices you actually make. Not having every year you're missing all the vacations because you're playing in tournaments and you know what I mean? Your vacations are playing. Yeah. Like kids are on spring break. We didn't have spring break. Right. I never had spring break.
Yeah.
I was playing in a tournament.
Yeah. Always.
No matter what.
Yeah.
It's little stuff like that, which I probably didn't even realize I was making the sacrifice at the time, because that's what I wanted to do. So it really wasn't a sacrifice for me.
Yeah.
It was a sacrifice for my parents.
Sure.
How much money they spent. I can't even imagine what, I'm seeing now with my kids, like, how the hell do they afford all the equipment for me and my brother? Yeah. It's crazy. Like buying bats and stuff. I got like $3,000 in bats for these little guys. They can't even hit the ball. You know what I mean? Like I was watching a comedian. He's like, why can't they all use the same bat? I'm like, yeah, exactly. Pass it to the next guy. Each guy's got a $500 bat and they can't even hit the ball. I was dying, but it's true though. I mean, the equipment was just as much back then as it is now, comparative to what everybody's making and stuff like that with inflation. Yeah. So, I mean, golly, the sacrifices my parents made are unthinkable.
Yeah.
For both me and my brother, getting us to all these camps and tryouts and lessons and just crazy. I wish I could have signed a bigger deal to pay them all back for everything. But never got the big 3-year deal.
Yeah. But you lived a way that no one else has.
Yeah, I got the taste, and man, was it a good taste.
Yeah. And got to be with some of my best memories with my son growing up are those years of traveling for travel ball or baseball or practice, or bringing him to your father's house.
Yeah, right. That's crazy.
And I love to listen to your brother, Coach.
Yes, he should have. He missed his. He's over at Dodge now, but he should be somewhere coaching. He's a hell of a coach.
Yeah, it was fascinating to me because he would get into the psychology of the game.
Yes,
not just the mechanics of pitching, but he would talk about the mental game in a way that I never even knew existed. It was awesome.
He's very, like very good at it. That's why it helped me so much. He's very good.
Talk about the setup of what a certain pitch did to a guy's head. Yeah. What you come back with the next pitch. He just had this
very smart student of the game. He is.
Yeah, that was very cool. So it gave me some of the best memories I have with my son. I remember on one of his road trips, we listened to the book, The 33-Year-Old Rookie, which is a great book about the guy who spent his life in the minor, a lot of years in the minors. And it was just fun for he and I to be together, and the kids running all over the hotel in Miami where we were playing, getting our ass kicked, and they still had the best time of their life.
Exactly. Yes.
And I was president of North Naples Little League for a little while, and the most fulfilling part of it was seeing the 5, 6, and 7-year-olds out there before their parents got too involved with them.
Exactly.
And just letting the kids be kids and watching them play, and just Just that look on their face and watching the proud parents before the parents thought that their kid was going to be their 401k.
Right.
Yeah, it's a great game for father and sons. You know, it's just something that's special about it. Yeah. Yeah. All right, last question for you. What do you love about your life?
My family. My family. My family. I got great friends, great family. I mean, all my great friends are family to me.
Yeah.
But that's all I care about.
Yeah.
You know, I've dreamt of living on Oaks Boulevard, and I live there.
Yeah.
It's not the biggest house, and it is the smallest house. But I live on Oaks, which I've always wanted to do.
Yeah.
And I've made it my own, and I have my 2 sons that I've always wanted, my beautiful wife that I've always wanted, my little dog that I've always wanted. I have a little French bulldog named Cash. And obviously my parents and my brother and his family and, you know, everybody, all my relatives and friends and family. That's all I care about.
Yeah. Yeah, that's beautiful. Looking like a true paisan.
Yeah, exactly.
Family, it's all about family. Yeah, that's awesome.
It really is.
Yeah, I appreciate you, brother.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Yeah, no, it's awesome.
This was great.
I love it.
I've never done one of these. I don't think I've ever been interviewed like this or whatever you call this.
Yeah.
Other than a podcast.
Yeah, no, I'm glad to have the opportunity not only to capture it too, because I think it always has fascinated me because I know there's huge sacrifices to be made and the statistical odds of, you know, you're going up against that and you got to fight a lot harder, man. I'm a short Italian. I know what that's like.
Exactly.
You know?
When you walk into a room and everybody's at least 6'2", if not 6'5", 6'6", you're like, holy shit. You know, do I really belong here?
Yeah.
Am I going to be able to do this?
Yeah.
So it's a constant battle mentally and physically.
Yeah.
I knew I had it physically just from numbers, you know, putting up numbers and how hard I'm throwing. You know, I'm just as good as everybody else, but I don't look like that guy.
Right.
I don't look like the 6'5" Adam Wainwright. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
But at the end of the day, when you get there and meet them all, they're all normal guys, just like we are.
Yeah. Which is just extraordinary because you got to meet some of the most.
I know, and they were great.
Oh man!
Like Edmonds is like, "Hey man, you're tipping your pitches." I'm like, "You've never even seen me throw." He's like, "I watched you from center field today."
Wow!
And I'm like, "Dude,
wow,
yeah, wow." I'm like, that's how good this guy is.
Yeah.
Watch me throw what? 15, 20 pitches and he already knows what I'm throwing.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, dude.
From center field.
Yes. He's like, you got to, you're, every time you throw a fastball, your gloves turn this much more up. Oh my God. Like, this is how it is here.
That's
so then
sick.
I just would hold my gloves. That's why Izzy would hold his glove and not move his glove. He would only have it the ball and go to the glove and never move his glove. I started doing that.
It's that little adjustment.
Yeah. I'm like, that's how intense it is up there.
Yeah.
And then come to find out the Astros are cheating. I'm like, come on, man. You're ending people's careers like that.
Yeah.
That's.
Game's hard enough.
Yes.
Man. Game's hard enough.
Like, poor rookie guy goes out there and gives up 10 runs. He's done.
Yeah.
Because they're hitting the garbage can in the dugout.
Wow.
That's not right.
Yeah, you don't think of that.
No.
I mean, that level of it, like ruin the guy's psyche, the whole soul career.
Yeah. It happened.
Yeah. Oh man.
True.
But like the legends that you were in the same room with is just beyond. Beyond.
And I felt it too. I felt like I was in the room with legends.
Yeah, you knew it at the time.
Yeah.
And Pujols, 13, you're 10.
That's my claim to fame.
Yeah, hey, people got to know that, man. Exactly. That's a big friggin' deal.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
He was 3 rounds after me.
Carmen Cali's story isn't just about a kid from Naples who made it to the big leagues, though that alone would be remarkable. It's about something deeper and more beautiful. The choice to come home. In a world where success often means leaving your roots behind, Carmen chose to plant himself right back in the soil that nurtured him. He could have chased coaching jobs in major markets or leveraged his MLB credentials into bigger opportunities elsewhere. Instead, he chose Naples. He chose to be present in the community that believed in him first. Whether he's helping customers at Supreme Auto or simply living as an example of dreams realized and character maintained, Carmen represents the best of what it means to achieve something extraordinary and then use that achievement to lift others up. He's proof that sometimes the most powerful thing you can do with your success is bring it back home and share it with people who helped make it possible. That's why Carmen Cali deserves our spotlight, not just for making history as the first Naples High graduate to reach the major leagues, but for choosing to make his legacy about more than just baseball. He's made it about community and family, about staying rooted, and about showing the next generation that you can chase your biggest dreams and still come home to the people who love you most. God bless you, brother.
Thank you. Thank you. This was great.
Yeah, thanks
I appreciate
a lot,
it, man. Absolutely. Thank you.
Hey, everybody, thank you so much for taking the time to watch the Spotlight on Good People or listen to the Spotlight on Good People. Whichever one you are, we appreciate you enjoying it, or if you're getting something out of it, could you show us a little love and, do what everybody always asks, subscribe, like, share. Also, if you know somebody who should be featured, they're one of those good people who we need to shine a light on, let us know. I'd love to have them on as a guest. Thanks.